I've been eager for this. Ay, talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Ay, trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 20. 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Newman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 from a Steeler touchdown.
Let's go.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Ross Blacklock on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down with Akers, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua going to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with.
To a hit, and the ball is out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Fielded at the 33. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Tua. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Tua wants to throw it on second down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run this with Akers. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 10-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this one is right through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
From 21 yards away. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down. And
2 to throw again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 4. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh 1st.
Steelers 1st down.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A gain of 2.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little.
And this will be caught at the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Curtis Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, 74 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So Houston going to come away here with